All right, cool. We on live here again, USFL. Another episode 3, the owner's box here with your host, Mark Gates, also co-host Tyrific. Oh man, had a lot of good football this week, man, in the league. A couple upsets. I know at least on my picks it was. You had a very tough loss here in the game of the week 1. Some surprising victories here. A couple blowouts here in week 2. I think that the 2 episodes we did really motivated people to step their games up. I don't think nobody really wants to be a victim here on the show, especially us two analyzing. You know what I'm saying? I got a special guest here tonight with us. Also, the Chargers owner is on his way. He said he'd be running a little late. We'll also bring out the special guest early. But give me your thoughts real quick before you introduce this guest.
I thought you covered it well. You know what? I think the buzz in the league's at an all-time high, which is good. The chat is active, and it's not just the same old owners. Everybody seems to be involved. Games are getting played really quickly. There's the new infusion of new blood looks real good for the league. Like Bears has really impressed me with his gameplay coming back from that hole against Chicago. Jags rebounding. I kind of called that I thought he might be a little rusty and Panthers might get him, but to see him like this week against Colts, I'm like, okay, he's back. So it's going to be a wild season in a good league. I thought my game against WAP was as advertised. It was a great game. Came down to basically a key third down that I gave up. That's the breaks. I think every time me and him plays, it's always kind of crazy. So we look like most of the games are wrapped up for week 2, so just real excited, man. It's a good time right now for me.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny because you were favored to win week 1, and I mean it was a high scoring game. I think you lost 47-42.
Yeah.
And it looked like that'd definitely be a matchup to watch for, and then WAP saying that you're only going to beat him once, which I find very interesting. You mentioned the Bears owner. I do want to talk about his game later on in the show and where I think he lost the game and he could have won the game. I've actually watched both of the Chiefs games, and I'm worried about the Chiefs. We both thought he was going to go far in the season. In the 2 games he played, the way that he's playing, I don't think he'll go far if he continues to play like that. The first game with the Raiders, he had bad clock management, and that's how the Raiders ended up winning the game. He used his timeouts a little early. And in the second game here with the Bears actually lost himself the game, where it was a key third down where he only needed one more first down. And he missed the open read. He tried to throw underneath, and it was another guy wide open. And not doing that last drive to win the game for the Bears, he held on to the ball too long. He just didn't take the first reads that were available to him. So with that being said, I think the Chiefs, this week for me, week 3, I think the Broncos will be a good test for him with Doc and that real high good defense. And Doc is currently 2-0. So we'll see how the Chiefs go and then how the rest of the AFC pans out.
Yeah, agreed. I think, but as long as I've been in the league, I can't recall the Chiefs ever really having a subpar season. I mean, he's had seasons where he didn't make playoffs, but just like a 6-10 or something like that, I haven't seen it. I will say this. One note before we get going, I noticed how high scoring a lot of games were. WAP in my game, the Browns put up 60 on Joe Deasy. Okay. WAP put up 47 back-to-back games. I'm just going to put my thoughts out there and say there's something to be said for that patch affecting the defense. Because one of the deals with the patch was it was going to affect O linemen's awareness and D linemen's block shit. And I don't think it's coincidence after that patch that nobody can play defense no more. That's just my thoughts on that. WAP doesn't give up 50 points in the game. Neither do I. I've yet to see anybody besides Browns yesterday drop a 60 spot on somebody. And it wasn't a cheesy 60 spot either. It wasn't like, spamming plays and stuff.
Right.
I think that's going to be something to watch for this season is how defense plays out.
Yeah, I also agree. I mean, I think people are playing it. I just think that now that we're in the third year, a lot of people found their rhythm on offense and things like that. So a lot of people, it kind of like they know what's going to work, what's not going to work. Some people, with these new owners, I think they have an advantage because nobody knows what they're running. Once they start to realize that, I think they'll really shake up some things. I think the Browns put up like 63 points on the Bills, something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But in the Bills' defense, I don't think he knew what the guy was running. So it's all brand new. Let me see here, man. Let me bring on this special guest, man. He's been dying to talk his talk. The Chargers been saying that he was gonna make the playoffs, and as soon as he said that, man, this guy was like, "What? There's no way he's gonna make the playoffs without going through him." I'd like to bring everybody to the show. Just came back to the league. It's been a minute for this man. Jumping Jags. I got Jumping Jags here as a surprise guest. He was here to talk directly to the Chiefs about his comments about the AFC. Drew, you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me see. Drew, you there?
Damn, he's got that muted mic thing again.
Mike, let me see. Yo, Drew, can you hear us? Jumping Jags. Your mic is muted, brother.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Okay, mic is not muted. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yo, Drew, can you hear us now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what's going on with this mic, but it's working now.
Yeah, you good now. Welcome to the show, good brother. I know you are dying to talk to the Chargers. Not here yet. Let people know, man, your history. You used to be in the Bears last season. Now you're over here in the AFC. I think with your game and playing like your brothers, me and Ty both think that you're gonna go pretty far and shake up some things, give Cletus and the Pats some runs. Definitely the Raiders and Chiefs should be worried about you and anybody in your division. So you want to talk about it?
Yeah, like you said, I was the Bears before. I actually beat my brother in the Super Bowl one year. So that was like, for me, it was like winning 3 Super Bowls because, it's a family rivalry thing. He'll swear up and down that he's taught me everything that I know about this game. That Boone Jr., he really loved that comment. Let's put that out there. He loved that comment. It was cool, though. I can admit that he did teach me some stuff on defense. Mark, you did too.
Appreciate that.
But as far as offense, he didn't teach me nothing on offense. That's all me. I got that. That's me. I always ran the ball and always used different pass concepts to get people open. But as far as his AFC go, like I told you before, I'm going to come back and I feel like I'm going to dominate. I'm going to be top 2 with Cletus because I have so much confidence in my game. I got a young team. They fast. They flow to the ball very well. In that first game against the Panthers, it was more so like a test run for me. Not saying I didn't play my hardest because I did, and I give him props for winning because he ran the ball well. He confused me a little bit, but it was more so to see what kind of players I had on offense, and it helped me build my playbook around who I had at quarterback and at running back. And with that being said, like I was able to go from putting up 10 one week to 34 the next week. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the way I'm moving and the move that I'm getting ready to make now to even make my defense even younger, I'm going to solidify my position here the next few weeks in the AFC. I don't think it's going to take me long to really make a name for myself and really take ownership of the South.
So I got 2 questions for you. The first one is about the South. Well, it's not really a question. I'm real curious to see what this new Titans owner brings to the table because he's right there in your backyard. So that's my statement. My question is, we wanted to ask you this since I knew you was coming on the show. If you and your brother play 10 games, how many do you win and how many does he win?
I know he's going to watch this, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it simple. I'm going to say I win 5 and he'll win 5. Okay. I'm going to keep it simple. But like you said, like our play styles are the same. But lately I've been able to catch on to what he does differently than me and kind of not shut him down, but contain it a little bit. Because before he used to put up 30, 40 points on me with ease. But now it's a struggle for him to get 17, 20, everything like that. And I'm able to score as well. So I say we'll split down the middle 5 and 5. He's going to comment and say something different. That's just who he is. But I'm going to keep it simple and say 5 and 5.
And who's the older brother? That was my second question. Who's little bro? Who's big bro?
I'm little. I'm the little brother. He got me by a decade. I'm little brother.
All right.
Yeah, he got me.
Okay, that's cool. It's interesting, man. That's a very confident statement you made, saying it'll be top 2. It'll be interesting, man. The Chiefs and the Raiders. Well, let's say the Chiefs and the Raiders are always usually up there. Pats. you know, Strawn didn't have a lucky year last year. You know, he actually earned his wins. He earned his spot. He was he was only a couple of spots away from the Super Bowl. I mean, at least the AFC Championship game. I've seen you play. I think you even beat me in one NFC Championship to get to the Super Bowl. To play your brother, actually, that's the one you actually beat me in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, that was a good year for me.
Yeah, that was a good year for you because I surely thought I was going.
And it seemed like every time there was a playoff game, it was me and him. It was me and
all the time.
Giants and Bears.
Yeah,
every time.
But you know, we'll see. So we'll see how the AFC shakes out. I think you made some good trades already, right? I think you traded some people, moved some people around.
Yeah, I only made one trade so far. That was with my brother. I sent him Robinson, which I'm kind of regretting, and I got Baldwin in return. I think I got a pick as well. But I got another trade that I pretty much finalized last night. I just got to wait for the week to advance to actually see the player on my team. But like I said, it makes my defensive secondary younger. I got a safety coming to me.
Can you tell us who it is? I mean, you might as well tell us who it is right here on the show.
I got him from the Eagles. I'm going to tell you that. He's a rookie. I gave up a lot for him. He's a rookie, but he already is an 81 overall and got superstar development. He's really going to help my defense stay younger and faster. Because I don't know if you've watched or anything like that, but I've been struggling defensively stopping the run. So I feel like with me getting younger and faster, I'm going to be able to flow to the ball even better and contain the run more and really force you to have to throw. And in the last game, I had 6 interceptions. So my pass defense has really stepped up since I was last in the league. So I think that's why I'm thinking, like, you know, I'll be top 2. All respect to the Raiders and Chiefs. You know, I know they're good players, but I'm not. I'm a threat. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
And I'm coming for Cletus' spot. I am.
Listen, again, you on the AFC side. I think again, Ty and myself. Ty, you still there?
I'm here, brother.
Yeah, I think we're both confident you can make a run. You just solidified yourself a top 2. So we'll definitely be watching your progress through the season. I think that would for sure have a target on your back now. You will now be AFC most wanted. You know what I'm saying? So please bring your A game. Make sure all you guys' injuries are up to par. Because they, you know, people want that spot, man. You're not gonna be on the show, the owner's box, and you're gonna hear about it. But you know, your brother's gonna talk to you about it. I know Cletus is probably hitting my phone right now talking about it.
I'm gonna check mine as we speak.
Yeah, and I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. I want to bring some intensity, some fire to the AFC because I see that you guys has won the last 2 Super Bowls. That's all we hear about is the NFC has won them Super Bowls. And I want to bring fire. I want to light a fire under the AFC. Like, okay, well,
right,
come after me, but also go after the ring too.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hold on, I got the other guest here. It looks like the Chargers. Let me see if I can get him into this call.
I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, that is him. Let me hang up with you on this other line. I'm gonna hit you right. I'm gonna send you an invite, good brother. Let me send him an invite. Again, to be honest with you, Drew, or Jumping Jags, man. I just watched the Chiefs play, and again, I was all for the Chiefs, and now I'm worried about the Chiefs. What I once thought where he could dominate, I don't think he can. I think that leaves that spot wide open for you. Cletus is for sure playing excellent. The way he's playing, this is usually his year, the 3rd year. I think he might go 15-1, or maybe 14-2. I'll be lucky if he loses 3, I'll be surprised.
Right.
He's been playing good, man. I mean, he blew the Raiders out. He blew the Ravens out. He made the Eagles do quit, and it'll be interesting. I think Ty I think Ty and Will have a huge battle for the NFC East. That's going to be a dogfight. I think Moondog is a sleeper in that division, and for some reason people are sleeping on him. We'll see how he does. The NFC South is mine. Sorry, Bucks and Saints and Panthers. It's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Take it.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine until a miracle happens. And then we got the NFC South. I don't see nobody beating your brother. I think Stunner, though, the Rams had an impressive win week 1.
I tried to tell you that was one of my dark horses.
Yeah, he actually had a good he had a He had a good week 1. I think he can make a run week 2. Champ, is Champ still around, Ty? Did Champ play his game?
He showed up. Wap made sure it wasn't much of a game. I want to say that was like a 47 to like 7 game. And trust me, Wap called the dogs off in the middle of the third. Like Wap could have very easily dropped the 60 spot. Like that's that easy.
Right. Yeah, well, cool. Just invited to the show. Looks like we got the Chargers here. We definitely want to talk about what's going on. Welcome, sir. We got Jumping Jaguars. This was the secret guy who said he just made the announcement on the show he will be number 2 in the AFC. How do you feel about that?
I just heard that. I was just watching it and I was like, oh God. Can you hear from? I was like, Nobody's taking my spot. I got my spot running in.
Where do you see your spot? Give me your top 5 ranking in the AFC Chiefs, Chargers.
Oh, I got Cletus first, of course. You know Cletus. Always hitting my line, sending me videos of his pick sixes and his plays that he's always doing on everybody. I know Cletus will be number 1. For some reason, I'm gonna have to go with Aaron for second. Just because I feel like he might do better than Adam this season. I just have a feeling. And then I will put Jags in third for that reason that, of course, you can never sleep on him. And plus, he has a team. He's always going to dominate. Fourth, I don't even know who to put in fourth. I'm going to put myself in fourth if I work hard on it.
I like that.
Put myself in fourth if I work hard on it. And you know what? I take that back. I'm gonna have to put Strong in fourth, and I put myself in fifth. That's how it's gonna go.
Okay, I like that. I like those predictions. And Drew, what do you see? Give me your top 5. You said Cletus 1.
Yeah,
you 2.
I get Cletus 1, meet myself 2. I'll put the Raiders 3, just because I haven't seen the Chiefs play, but off of what you said about how he's been playing lately, it doesn't really look too hot right now. So for right now, I'll put Raiders at 3, and I'll put Chiefs at 4, and I'll put the Patriots at 5, just because I know it's going to be a tough game with him whenever I line up with him, and he's going to come to play. So I put him at 5. No disrespect to you, Charge. Just a little bit. He edges you out just a little bit. Just because you just said that you have to work hard on it. You know.
None taken.
But I want to change the whole Cletus always being automatic number 1. I want to change that. I do. I want to change that so much.
I think everybody in the AFC does.
Yeah, and I think that the reason why we rank Cletus so high, and Ty spoke on, I think maybe the first episode, is he plays very consistent. He's played since like Madden 13, 14, 15, since the PS3 days. He's always top playoff spots and things like that. So it's hard not to put him up there. And then we see who usually falls around. But a lot of times, if I'm not mistaken, Ty, you can agree or disagree. A lot of times, especially around his third year, the AFC has to go through him at some point.
No, I do agree with that because everybody has said that about me. And I see Cletus that same way. We're somewhat slow starters, but when we catch on, we're on. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't agree with all of the down talking to the Chiefs. I think this is the second game of the season. We got 14 to go. The Chiefs is always there. The Chiefs always is going to have something to say about it. I'm not saying he's going to win the Super Bowl. I'm saying I think talk of the Chiefs' demise is greatly exaggerated. He might have some things to work out. Bears was a new owner. First time he ever seen him. It was a little bit of shock value there. I'm also going to call my shot right now and say, I don't know why, but watch out for that Browns owner. And it ain't just because that dude dropped the 63 spot. He came in the very tail end of last season and played maybe 1 or 2 games, but that dude looked impressive. I have a feeling about the Cleveland Browns. So I think they may have something to say about this too when it's all said and done.
Yeah, that'll for sure be interesting. Again, I think the fact that nobody knows him, nobody knows his play style, which will allow him to just run rampant and tell somebody until he comes across one of our top tier players, and then see if they can adjust. And if he beats 2 out of them 3, he's for sure somebody to watch out for. Again, it's like you said, the Titans too. The Titans too can use that to his advantage. And even the Ravens. The Ravens just, it was their first game and they had to go against Cletus. That's tough to predict. But for me, again, I watched the Chiefs both of his games, and he only won the Bears game due to a jump ball. And had it not been for the Bears missing a critical 3rd down throw, that game was over, man. It was over. Where we thought the Chiefs would be a heavy favorite. He didn't dominate like I thought he would. And even with his brother against the Raiders, he moved the ball, but in the red zone he couldn't really score, and he just made some decisions that I just didn't understand watching. I just didn't understand his mindset. Maybe I can get him on the show and we can talk about that and just see where he goes. I'm just saying I once thought he would dominate and run through the AFC. I now am considering he might not be that guy.
And I hear you. All I'm saying is with 2 games in of 14, right? I started last season 0-3, and I won the next 12 out of 13. So this first game was against his brother, who he's been playing for decades probably, who knows him inside out. And the second game was against an unknown quantity. So I'm not saying he's going to be super dominant. I'm just saying I wouldn't write him off because he played somebody he's played for multiple years and because he played a new person.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Again, one guy says here tonight he has Cletus at 1, himself at 2. Another guy here, Chargers, said he has Cletus at 1. Jags again at 2. Raiders and Chiefs 3 and 4, and then himself at 5. So we will definitely see how it panned out. Just joining us on the show is Mayor Wap, the Redskins' new owner, who actually won week 1 game of the week, who was able to lose by 12 out of maybe 14, 15 people picked him to lose. Will, you there with us?
You got the muted.
Kinda. Were you there now?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there you go. Yep, you're there. Welcome to the show, brother.
Finally got my mic to work.
There you go. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Again, like I said, you were a favorite to lose week 1 game of the week, but you won by 5. As of now, your prediction was bold. It was right. You said the only game that Ty would win would be week 1, and here he lost that game. So it'll be interesting to see if Ty keeps that prophecy true or he, redeems himself. We got Jumping Jags here. Drew, he said he would be number 2 in the AFC. The Chargers said he would now be number 5 in the AFC. Hopefully these young owners here sound very confident in their skills. Where do you rank them? And where do you see the AFC standing? And his mic went off. And we lost you, Will, to your mic.
Oh,
there you go. You're back.
I think the AFC still can't play the NFC. I think the AFC won't win a Super Bowl this year.
Even with these new guys, we got
his head like, man.
Hey, why does nobody have confidence in the AFC this year?
Only person y'all got is Cletus.
Because the NFC's been winning, man. You figure I went to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row last match, and I won 2 out of 3. Bears won 1. Ty, I think, won 1. That's 5 right there. Then we got this year, we got NFC. Boom won 1. Seattle won 1. I just won in the second. We already up.
3rd time's a charm.
Listen, Drew, man, they got you here in Jacksonville, man. Maybe you can turn it around. But you already know how we play over here on the NFC side. We be 2-0. I don't see it changing.
You know what? With me coming from the NFC on the last one, I kind of know how the NFC plays. So me making a jump to the AFC, we'll be fine over here. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
You know what's interesting about this? In all of the rankings of the AFC, nobody's mentioned Bill Lynn and the Steelers. And I can't remember the last time that he didn't in the North. So, I mean, I know he hasn't made any deep long runs in the playoffs, but I find it funny that the person that's won the AFC North, it seems like forever, hasn't even cracked the rankings on the AFC side according to anybody.
Now, has he won the AFC North by competition?
Who's over there? The Ravens just got that new owner, so there's somebody there now. Cleveland, the guy who I still look out for, I think that's going to be real interesting when they play. Steelers always plays a really top-level defense, and that guy looks like he's got a hellified offense. And who's the other team in the North? Bengals. I don't know about primetime. I don't know enough yet about him or his gameplay to say anything one way or the other, but I think he's going to have more competition. The Steelers is this season, and he's had the other two.
Yeah, I think they played already, and Steelers won that game. But I think if they play again, I think they'll split. I think they split for sure.
Yeah, he won 35-25.
Yeah, I heard it was a good game.
Steelers had it last season. Keep it real. He had it kind of easy down the road, just like the Texans last year. Talking all that smack today. Easy route. But I'll never discredit Bill. Bill's a good player. Still have yet to beat him.
I'm gonna discredit Bill. I'm gonna discredit Bill. Wait, you don't know? I thought you had the thing.
And why do you discredit Bill? Why are you saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers are they're just good on paper? Is that what we're saying here tonight?
Yeah.
So you're saying that the Steelers are good on paper?
Yeah, they got a good looking team. That's about it.
Hey, I can actually.
Have you played Bill at WAP?
Yeah, I played him preseason.
Oh, okay. So then you seen the up end.
Preseason don't count. Preseason don't count.
I mean, for the first quarter, it did. But
oh man, real quick, I got Cletus in the chat. He said that OSU safety 95 hit power. Ask him about what happened to Miami. Who was that to? I don't know who Cletus is addressing, but I don't know if that's to any one of you fellas there.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What was that?
He said something about the OSU safety with the 95 hit power. What happened to Miami?
Yeah, that 95 hit power from that's the safety from the Eagles that I'm getting.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Cletus is letting the hat out the bag right now. The cat out the bag. That's what he's doing.
I didn't tell him about it. I don't know where he got it from. I guess he went to go look it up.
Cletus, for somehow, he always knows about deals and trades and things like that. I don't know how he does it.
I told you this last week. Cletus is a mad scientist when it comes to Madden. Franco wasn't playing. Like, Cletus will play his game, and I'll get, like, my phone will start blowing up, and it'll be, like, 6 or 7 videos in slow motion, rewind. Hey, Ty, check this out. This is what I did. I'll be at work, and he's like, hey, man, I just stole somebody from your practice squad. That guy watches every game. I don't care if you're 0-15. You can always count on one viewer in the chat watching your game, and you'll look, and it's Cletus J right after the game. Hey, man, tough loss. I know you lost 95-0, but, keep your head up. That dude's on the pulse of everything, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's just funny. I just got word that the Seahawks and the Packers tied.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
just
a straight up tie?
Straight up tie.
Damn. I know that pain. It happened to me last season.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with that tie, that might help WAP become second in NFC.
First.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, you can have second, but you got to come
first.
I think that tie is definitely going to hurt the Packers and the Seahawks. That's interesting there. Yeah, a blocked field goal got the game into a tie. So NFC is gonna be a dogfight, man. It's definitely for sure gonna be a dogfight. I think you now might be the favorite to win the NFC East, in my opinion. Why? Because you did beat Ty. So Sorry, Ty. I just
You do count Moondog out?
I mean, you know what? I don't feel
I'm gonna have to give it. The NFC East belongs to Ty. I'm gonna have to give it to him. I'm not saying the Redskins bad or anything, but I just know I know Ty isn't gonna let that loss.
You must have seen none of my games, and
you know what? Here's what I'll say. I definitely don't mind like talking about losing the game. I mean, I said this and I meant it. I had the option to take a forced dub, but I don't get out like that. Once I seen in the morning that Wop was like, hey, you weren't ready to play, even though I knew I was going to have to go to work late, I'm like, why would I not take the chance to compete and see firsthand what Wop's working with as opposed to taking some dirtball dub? That being said, you know what? I can say I played in that game with Wop and I watched his game against Champ. I think that's going to be the top offense in the league because I give credit where credit's due. But I think even Wop can sit here and can't sit here and say after me and him played that he thinks, hey, man, like I just got this. Because for the most part, even going back to the first run Wop had, all of our games always were close like that. I think there was one game me and Wop played where Wop just blew the doors off me. There was one game last season I remember where I was like, man, I didn't have an answer. But every other game we played, it's always went back and forth like that. And anybody could have won those games. So I'm not saying I'm necessarily going to win a division. I'm not saying I'm going to lose it. But what I am saying is when it comes to me and Wop playing each other, I think he knows when we play, he better pack a lunch.
It's going to be a close game.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice, close game. And it's funny because you know what I respect about Wop? Real talk, Wop does three things. And he did the same three things last season. But it's like Jordan. You knew he was getting the ball, but can you stop it? Wop's going to take his deep shots. And you might swat a few of them. You might even pick some off. But when he does hit it, it's points on the board. And that puts pressure on the offense. I like the way he's running the ball. I never heard of that running back he has. I don't know if he's a rookie, but he looks good. His user's phenomenal. And he's got Kendricks in that long, crazy hair flying around out there. That's the new Wagner. And if you press him, he's going to go over top. And if you play him underneath, he's going to do what you do, Gates, and he's going to out-route the hell out of you. But then pick your poison. What are you going to stop and take away?
Yeah,
It's
that makes
murder.
sense.
It's hard to stop.
Jamison Crowder, he holding my offense back. I got to get rid of Jamison Crowder. He's holding my offense back, man.
Why don't you like Jameson?
He is obviously what I like. He's short and slow. If you're going to be short, you at least got to be fast.
Yeah. Hey, Wop, how long? Because I seen that, and I was like, why the hell did Perriman get injured in our damn game? That was some bullshit right there. But how long is Perriman out for?
Nah, he was just out that game. That's it. Yeah, he just out like one game. That was it.
Oh, because they said he had a broken sternum. I'm like, damn, that dude's done. A broken sternum.
Yeah. Cool. Drew, where do you see? Drew, you still there? Where do you see?
Yeah.
Do you see yourself winning the AFC? What are you, AFC South?
Yeah. I do see myself winning the South. I think I'll probably have a hiccup just one game. Just not me being focused because I know in the past I've had those issues where sometimes it's hard to get up for a game for me. But I think I won the AFC South actually pretty good. Three of my first four games are actually against AFC South opponents. I think I got the Texans next, and then the Titans after that. And I think those two games, even though the Titans have a new owner, I feel like those two games, they were really solidified my position in the South. As if, okay, well, now I'm here. It's mine. You're going to have to play me. You're going to have to come get it from me because it's mine. But, yeah, I think I'm going to win the South pretty good this year.
Who a threat to you in the South?
I don't see a threat at all, honestly. I'm confident in my game, and I know that as long as I play my brand of football, there's nobody in the South that's really going to be able to compete and threaten me to a point where I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to win my division. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no disrespect, and I'm taking my shots, but I just know who I am as a player and what I'm capable of doing and what I've done in the past. Like I said, that first game for me was a hiccup. It was more so just trying to figure out what I had on offense or who I can count on, who I couldn't count on. Because, I mean, you can go to the practice mode, but for me, actually putting my offense up against a user defense, that's when I really see what I have. And then I found out, I got my next game in, I put up 34 points. So I feel like after that, I found my offensive playbook. I found who my keys are. And I'm good to go. I'm set. We're ready to rock.
And I have a similar question for Franco. Franco, you there? You've been in the AFC West now, and you've banged heads with the Bull brothers and Doc quite often. So I know you know how they play. What is it going to take for you to win the AFC West one of these seasons and not finish in third or fourth? What is it going to take to leapfrog the Boars?
Honestly, in order to win it, I just can't slip up against other opponents, because that's usually what catches me. Because I do well in my division, because obviously I know how to match up against them. But once I get that win, it's like it gets to my head, and I end up blowing it from there and just go straight down. I noticed recently I haven't had a losing season, so I hope to keep it up and hopefully keep up and allow me to take over.
So, jumping Jaguars, do you think you could beat Cletus?
Give me a year. Give me. Matter of fact, no. Let me take that back. We played week 5.
That's what I was going to ask.
I think he'll get me in week 5. But if I see him again in that championship game, I think I'm gonna get him.
Have you played Cletus before?
I've never played Cletus before, but like with everybody else, I've exchanged notes with him. He's pretty much showed me some things too. He showed me some, like, he sent me them videos all the time too. And then what I did, I actually put my boy in his division. I put him in the league and put him in his division in hopes that he kind of rough him up a little bit, maybe injure some people or just throw him off his game just a tad, so he has another user to focus on in his division who can be a threat. So I think, like I said, I think he gets me week 5. But I think if I meet him in the AFC Championship game, I think I'm going to get him. They're going to be close, though.
Who's your guy, Young Dolph?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Tell me about Dolph, because obviously with him being a brand new owner, I mean, I don't know if you've played him before. What can we expect from Dolph?
Yeah, I guess you're really going to have, 3 boons in the league, because I play him all the time. And some of the same stuff my brother has showed me, and Marcus showed me, and Cletus has told me, I've shown him. He's not as absorbent as I would like him to be, but he shows signs. Okay. I think he can run the ball as well. Just with him, he's just gonna have to be consistent. That's it. His defense is fine. His user is okay. He's gotta be more consistent. He's gotta work on actually play. And I think he'll be all right.
Well, yeah, definitely. I appreciate them comments on that. It'll be definitely interesting to see how it all unfolds this season. I'm looking forward to it. I got the Saints coming up here in a couple minutes. I'm a divisional game. I think it's my first one of the season. I'm not looking to take no mercy on them. I'm not playing with these boys. I'm trying to go back to back, man. It's bigger than me. It's for the NFC. I'm trying to show all these new guys how we do it over here. I know Ty's coming for me. Your brother's coming for me. Wop is, I've been beating Wop for years, and now he's, figured out. He turned it around. It's gonna be a great year.
Questions for Wop. You know what, Wop? I like something Gage just said. When you first had your first run in the league, you was a good player, but I noticed definitely, as the seasons progressed, there was a definite elevation in your game to where you went from a good player to, this dude can go all the way type of run. What do you think you could attribute your rise in terms of getting over that hump from good to I can win the Super Bowl any given season?
Mark actually taught me the basics, how to play. But I actually learned how to run my offense. I found my flow, basically. I found the type of offense I got to run to win to make me successful. So that's what I did. I found and I learned how to use it the hard way. So it's basically what happened. I had to take some lumps, basically.
Because you definitely, like I said, even our first games when you first was in the league last year, I mean, they were good games, but there was a difference in you like 2 or 3 seasons in where it's like I just felt like you just instantly elevated your game to where it's like playing you, it's like, man, like you're like, I can't make no mistakes. I gotta play a clean game. I can't give this guy any freebies. And I knew what to guard and what to protect, but you just really honed in and fine-tuned. And while we're on that topic, I'll say this for Drew, and I'll say it for his brother. I'll say it for Gates. Cletus, I notice all of the really good players you want to consider in this league, they don't do 18 billion things. They hardboil everything down to 3 or 4 basics that they have mastered. And win, lose, or draw, no matter what anybody's doing, they're going to stick to that formula. And they're consistent, and you guys don't crack, and you don't make a lot of mistakes that's going to beat yourselves. So just as a note to everybody else, you don't need to have, 9,000 plays in your custom book, and you don't need to have 8,000 exotic blitzes. Just take what you do well, master that, and just stay consistent and try not to beat yourself.
Yeah, I agree. Because I don't even run custom books no more, man. The last man and this man, I just been running stock books.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah, I just been running stock. I don't even change the audibles. I just run them stock. I just try, and I've always picked playbooks that are not being ran on YouTube. Like I always pick a playbook that nobody is looking at. Something where people are like, oh, because like for example, the top books have been the Saints, Pats, Cardinals, Chiefs, Eagles one year. I stay away from all of those books. Like, I don't even play with them. I don't even look at them. I don't do nothing to them. And yeah, I keep it simple. Because a lot of times, a lot of guys just run simple things on defense. So there's no need for me to go crazy routes and all this other things like that. A lot of guys are just coming out here and these stock cover 4s, these stock cover 2s. And I'm going to take what you give me. If you're going to come out and stock cover 3, I'm going to take it. I appreciate it.
Like, you can't get better until you change. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting beat the same way. So
yeah, you have to be able to evolve, man. Like you said, guys are now like using the DL lineman and using them.
It's working.
Yeah, it works, but once you start blocking and shifting and ID in the mic, then what do? You leave the whole linebacker.
That don't work on the D-line. Already.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want to know something, though, Wop? It's funny you say that. I had a conversation today because I work with Texans, and I was talking to him because he's a big D-line user, and I told him, I said, look at the game with me and Wop. I lost 47-42, but Wop had 2 pick sixes. I said, if you take those 2 pick sixes away, both times I was in the red zone, say I scored a field goal both times, I win 48-33, right? And I was telling him, no, the difference was your playmaker. Like, if you was on the D-line and you sacked me, what good is it if I could go on 3rd and 20? But when you ripped my heart out by pick sixing me in the red zone and taking it back the other way, that's a game changer. Whereas I don't see, unless you get a sack strip fumble, the D-line user is a game changer.
It's a game changer for like a person like me, since I like to sit in the pocket and wait to throw the ball deep. That's like my kryptonite. I say it right now. So,
well,
yeah, I think it's about it.
I will say this. I'll tell you something I noticed that was smart on you. I watched the game with Cleveland, and he was killing you with them aggressive catches. You was in position. You played the right defense. He just had like that 6'6" dude just jumping over you.
Yeah.
You got tired of that, and you started using that D lineman and sacking the hell out of him. And I just started laughing because Wop said, man, damn, try to D that up. I'm going to sack your ass.
Yeah, and can we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about that? Because that seems to be the thing in the AFC. I don't see that on our side, but I seen that. I seen it with the Chiefs just won a game like that. Candyman was doing it. Chargers and jumping Jaguars. Are y'all gonna be throwing these aggressive catches, man? Is that the thing in the AFC?
I don't. I tend to. I very rarely throw the ball deep in the first place. I don't take shots, all because I don't have the best of luck taking those shots. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dink and dunk you. If you give me that post, I'm gonna take it. Or if you give me them outs, I'm gonna take it. But I'm not, unless I got man coverage, and that's very rare. I'm not throwing that ball deep for real.
Okay. Chargers, what about you? Is that your thing, the aggressive catch?
I try it, but it never ever worked. And since when I used to work, always calling me stick plays, where I just lob it up to my player and hope that I aggressive catch it. Work out for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Again, I usually see that a lot. I've seen that so far in the last couple games on the AFC side.
Yeah,
Maybe
I just lost the game too, trying to aggressive throw against the Titans. I tried to lob it up to Jarvis Landry, and I ended up getting picked off. Cost me the game.
Yeah, normally good players will jump and do that. I think Ty put out a great tip on that. Using the coaching adjustments and changing the cornerbacks to instead of play ball, swat the ball. That helps a lot. In that situation.
My own advice on that crucial third down, and I was pissed because I'm like, damn it, I didn't change my adjustments.
And you also have to have too, Ty. I think you also have to have the cornerbacks. If your cornerback has an aggressive play style for the ball, but you have it swatting the ball, he still ultimately, when you press triangle, I think he makes that adjustment to try to pick it because he plays it aggressive. So I think it depends on your cornerback, your personnel. So if a guy has balance that can serve, for sure, I would just always keep it on swat. But anybody who has aggressive, man, I keep it on play ball.
Quick question. So I want everybody in the chat right now to answer this. What type of cornerback do you like? Or this year I prefer the slower cornerback that got good coverage instead of like the fast cornerback. They got no coverage.
Hey, those slow corners end up doing more work than the fast ones. Because Casey Hayward just lost his speed too because of age, and he did more work for me than the rookie did that I got that just has like 94 speed but like 70 zone coverage. He ended up getting burnt, and then I put in Casey Hayward, and he wasn't allowing that.
I think what you got to look at is your style of play on defense. Like, I'll give you an example. Gates runs a lot of bump and run. So I'm not saying this to him, but if you like to run a lot of man or bump and run, maybe you want physical corners. For me personally, I like tall corners because when I play the man wops of the world, like that's why I'm a big fan of DRC. I need a guy that can jump with a Des Bryant when you was Dallas, or I need a guy that can jump with some of these bigger receivers. So for me, the three things I look for: height, awareness, and zone coverage, because I don't play a ton of man. So as long as I have an aware corner with good jump that's tall, that can make a play or a swat, I'm good.
What about you, Jax? I'll go last. What about you? What kind of corners you like?
The tall ones as well. Just like what Ty said, because go up and get that jump ball for me if I need it, especially in those red zone situations. Where it's just tall. I mean, speed matters to me, but I feel like if you tall, I mean, speed really don't, because you're long enough and you can still reach up there and get it. I actually like Bouye more than Ramsey, as quiet as his cat.
Wow.
I mean, I'll take Ramsey if you try and get rid of him. You know,
I'm not getting. I ain't say he was on the block. I just said I like Bouye better than Ramsey, just because I just feel like he reacts to the ball quicker. It's easier for me to put him on that island by himself than it is for me to put Ramsey on the island by himself right now.
Okay, for me, man, it's a couple factors for me, but for one, speed matters because you know that's the Al Davis model. I can teach you everything else. I can't teach you speed. You know, so and then with the game, how the game is played and how the human mind works. If you hike the ball and you throw and you see a guy running for him step to step, you automatically think he's covered. Even if regardless of his stats or whatever, you don't really want to take that chance. And then the second factor for me is, you know, every cornerback has a strength. Is it a zone or is a man? So say for example, I have a cornerback who has 96 speed, but his zone is 80.
Oh, not me.
No, but what I'm saying, like he has 96 speed, but he has 80 zone. He never sees man. Even on man to man, I'll put him in his zone because I play to his strengths. His speed of getting him in a position, but his zone and his play recognition to help him be the best at that in that moment without needing to be. That all makes sense. So it's a couple different factors to me, but for sure, if I had to look at it, the first thing I'm looking at is speed. It has to be speed. I need the fastest guys out there in every position other than the defensive line.
See, but I'm kind of like Jags in this regard with speed and going back to your scheme. Like, if you like to play close to the line, then I feel you need a guy that can run with somebody step to step. But, like, if I'm going to sit back in the cover 3 zone and I got a 91 corner and I'm not pressing you, I don't see your 95 speed guy just running right past me because I'm already backed up in that zone. So I think a lot of that, too, has to do with
I went over the top on you on cover 4 a couple times on them slow guys, on them guys.
But it wasn't, but you didn't. Okay, but let's look at the route you ran. You didn't straight up throw a fly route like a Wop would, just straight up off the line, run and gun. You had a bunch of them weird angle kind of post routes to where they get them speed out speed bursts, which create that separation to get open, as opposed to your dude went straight out on the street and just threw it over the top of cover 4.
Yeah, that doesn't work. I don't think that stuff works anyway. So I would never do that. I don't think that works. And I agree with you on that. I agree. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys jumping here. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. For me, it's a little late over here. I gotta do bedtime with the little ones.
And I would have said let's do some picks, but since there's only like 4 games left,
we can run through real quick and do the pick of the week for week 3. Let me jump on here in the screen real quick.
Yeah, real quick, I got a comment about my brother.
Go ahead.
He called me today, and I hope he sees this. He called me today and told me that I'm gonna go 6-10 this season. He says he thinks I sweep my division, but I lose every other game. So I want everybody to know right now, with him tying tonight, he's no longer a factor in this league. Just because of his comments. I don't care. I'm not going 6-10.
Hey, what was the score in that tie game?
I think it's 24.
I think
24-24.
Okay.
That's a disappointment.
Let's just real quick. Let's jump on this. Let's run through these. Give me y'all picks of the week. We got Seahawks and Ravens.
Hawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I guess I give it to him too.
Yeah. Dolphins and Jets.
Cletus.
I gotta go Cletus.
Okay. We got Chargers and Steelers.
Ooh.
Seahawks. Jets.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
I'll go Steelers. We don't even know if Champ's gonna show up, so
that's why I'm going Steelers.
Right.
Steelers. I'm going Steelers, even though I said I don't trust Bills.
Yeah.
I'm still going Steelers. Wait, no. I'm changing mine. No. I'm going Champ if he show up. If Champ show up, I'm going Champ.
That's a big
Nah,
if.
I'm gonna go with Steelers. Steelers all the way.
Okay. Raiders and Lions.
Raiders.
Yeah, Oakland. I don't know anything about the Lions, dude.
Well, he just lost the Chargers yesterday. I think
Raiders.
he skunked. Seems like a good dude, but he got that goose egg.
Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Raiders on this one.
Cool. We got Bucks and 49ers.
Bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bucks. Hey, oh wait. Oh.
But hold on a second. Bucks got a suspension, I believe, the way he lost his top player on offense, defense, and the owner got suspended, which is him. So I'm guessing that's going to be a fair sim, or Crack gets to play him straight up the computer. So there's that.
Oh, I didn't know the owner also suspended.
The owner got suspended?
That's what the announcement said. The owner, a player on offense and defense. So if the owner gets suspended, I'm imagining he's going to be put on auto.
Oh, that's interesting right there.
I guess I got 49ers.
Yeah, then no need to even comment. We're going to the next one. We got Bills and Redskins.
No Redskins.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a miracle.
Yeah, I'm at Red.
It's going to be a miracle if you beat me. I'm telling you right now.
Eagles and, Vikings. We had the owner for the Vikings, so Eagles get the win on that one. Giants and Cowboys.
I think
Giants.
I think Cowboys is going to be game, but I'm going to get them.
I want this game to be a tie.
Well, I got to get a tie, man. I won last season.
Now, Ty, don't be too humble. If you know you're going to win it, just call it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against Ty. Give him some fire. I'm gonna pick Moondog on this one. I think Moondog can win one, and if he's gonna win one, it's gonna be the one at home.
If he does win, it'll be the first one.
Yeah, that's this one. Yeah, this one right here.
No. I don't mean it'll be the first game. I mean we locked up a few different times that he has yet to beat me, but I do think he looks much improved this season.
Yeah, agreed. We got Browns and Rams.
Woo!
I'm going Browns.
I'm going Browns.
I'm gonna go Rams.
If someone plays,
Browns.
Yeah. If the Rams can play like he's been playing, I don't know if I didn't watch the Browns game, but there's like 2 or 3 people did tell me he looked very impressive. But I'm gonna go Rams. He's been in this league. I'm not just gonna jump on a new owner yet. We'll go Rams. Bears and Saints.
I'm gonna go Saints.
I'm gonna go Bears because I used to play with him.
I'm gonna go with Saints.
Bears showed me something when he came back against you Chargers, and he showed me something So I didn't see the Chiefs game, but according to what Gates said, I'm gonna go Bears.
I'm gonna go Saints because I think Matt Ryan got hurt, and I think he's down for a couple weeks. So, and I seen that backup guy; he's horrible. So,
Nah, hey, wait, I take it back. I'm gonna go with the Bears.
yeah, I'm going Saints. I mean, because I think he's gonna go. He won the first one due to Champ not being there or something. Then he plays me. He's not beating me. So I think this is his rebound game right here.
I got Chicago.
Okay. Me and the Panthers.
I'm gonna have to go with you.
Yeah, I got Falcons as well.
That's a tough one because I lost my first game to the Panthers, but I'm gonna go with Mark. But he plays a solid game.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does, but he didn't get no receivers. So until he fixes that kryptonite, I'm gonna 8 in the box team and see if he can figure it out.
Watch out for Christian. He's surprising.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 8, 9 in the box. It doesn't. I'm putting everybody in the box. I want him to win it with his arm.
And he will run with Cam outside the pocket when you least expect it and pop you for a big one here and there.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I said I want Cam to win it. Cam's going to do everything. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to catch it. He's going to have to do everything. I'm not letting that run game happen.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have to go with the underdog right here. Anybody who doesn't choose the Chargers is going to regret it.
I'll tell you this.
I'm going Packers.
I will say that Paya called his shot and said, man, I got a brutal schedule. The only easy game I got is Chargers.
I'm going Packers here.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
Franco, you my boy, and I love you, but you know what? Paya is hell on offense.
He's a cheese. That's all he is. He's just a big block of cheese.
Wow. Okay. I got Chiefs and Broncos. Who you got? I think this is the game. For my opinion, I think this is game of the week. Doc's 2-0. Chiefs is
I had the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs. I mean, Doc's gonna play sound defense, but I think Chiefs rights the ship, and he knows Doc's style.
Man, I want to go Doc. I really want to go Doc, but
I'm gonna go with Doc. I'm gonna go with Doc.
I'm gonna go Broncos, man. Again, I'm not what I was once comfortable with easily giving the Chiefs to win. I'm not so easily doing that, and I think Doc listened to the first 2 episodes. Ty took our advice. I think he might even go 10-6 this year. I'm going Doc. I think he can at least squeeze out these first 4 games to go 4-0. So I'm gonna go Broncos.
Okay.
Texans and Jacksonville.
Texas is my dude, but the kid looks like he did last year. I got Jaguars.
Okay. No debating here. No debating that. I got Jaguars too.
Yeah, I got myself.
We got Bengals and Pats. Who you guys got?
I got Pats.
Yeah, myself. Pats. Yeah, Pats.
I got Pats because I'm a real life Steelers fan. I can't pick the Bengals for anything.
I got you. And then we got Tennessee and the Colts owner.
This is a blind game because I've yet to see anything from the Titans. So I have nothing to go off. I'm gonna go with Colts because
I'm gonna go with the Titans due to the fact that that guy could play a game. He times in the first quarter he still ended up winning. So
yeah, I'm gonna go Titans too. He's 1-0.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. Just because I just played him and I know what he can do.
Okay. Interesting.
He's not.
Yeah, I understand. I just don't know anything. Just like Ty said, it's definitely a blind game. So,
Right.
I mean, that's up in the ground. I think the game of the week though will be Doc and Chiefs, in my opinion. The Chiefs, Chiefs 1-1, so he can turn the season around, or he can struggle for the rest of the season, or Doc can surprise people in his division. And make a good early push. I think if he can beat the Chiefs, then the only person who can really slow him down would be the Raiders. So it's really up to Doc. He controls his own destiny. I don't see you losing Jags. Chargers, I think you're in for a dog fight. Will, you should have a good, easy win. And Todd, it's on you, good brother. I think the only way Moondog beats you is if you don't show up.
Yeah, real quick, I'm in the chat and Bucks is asking, wait, I'm on auto next week, so I want to clarify something. I'm just telling you the way I interpreted it. Here's what the official announcement says, because I don't want Bucks to think that I'm saying this. It says the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has been identified as breaking the running of the score rule. Per the rule, the owner, CB, Vernon Hargraves, and wide receiver Chris Godwin will be suspended for 1 game. So what do you guys interpret that to mean? It says the owner, Vernon Hargreaves, and Chris Godwin. I would assume that means the owner is going to be put on auto. I don't know that to be. I'm just saying that's the way it reads to me.
Yeah, I have no clue about that. I don't even know. So I would reach out if you're watching this, for sure reach out to Bill and find out what the rule is, and we now know moving forward. Hopefully you don't get put on the auto, but somebody has to make an example if you do. So.
Oh, now I see what Cletus was saying too. Hey Ty, if you check the YouTube chat, hey, ask Drew what happened to ask him about what happened to Miami. I don't know. Did they play?
I don't know.
Oh, he talking about he didn't meet up with the Titans, I think it was, last night. He told me he just forgot and he fell asleep.
Oh, that might be what he's asking.
Okay, cool. And then I just got a text from the Pats that Bobby Wagner is headed to New England.
Oh, goodness.
He's currently on the plane there right now. So whoever sees New England next week, expect to see Bobby Wagner in a new uniform.
Hey,
I don't know details yet, but
real quick, along them lines, I didn't say nothing, but just so you guys know, I actually had the Clowney deal done, but because I'm at work with Texans. And he's in here, feed me Gates offer. He's feed me.
Yeah. He tried to get me.
Wanted to get me Josh Norman, and I'm getting all the lowdown. I actually had the deal on the table, and I was gonna send him Eli Apple, and I was gonna send him another player. But because I'm his friend for real, I wasn't gonna take advantage of him, and I brought his attention that if he traded Clowney, it's a $23 million cap hit next season, which he didn't know. And I said, you might want to rethink your strategy.
Yeah,
23 mil.
That's why I didn't want to trade in Collins, because he wanted Gerald Collins in a 4th round pick, and I was trying to get Clowney and this young cornerback that he had. But he also wanted my right guard, and I couldn't cripple my offensive line like that, and then take that $10 million hit for Collins. It just didn't make sense to me. So
Josh Norman almost been in Houston.
Yeah,
I was gonna set up Josh. So
Hey, don't send him there.
Well, it's funny because he came to me and he said, hey, Ty, if you don't take Clowney, Wop's going to have him twice. I said, damn that. I ain't giving him Wop. Wop already got Buchanan and damn Kendricks. I'm not giving him Clowney.
Yeah.
Keep Norman. Don't send Norman. Don't send him nowhere.
You want to get this DB Westbrook deal done on air?
So I want to what? Man, just hit me up after this because I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, it's been definitely a lot of moves right now.
Hey, one quick question, and then I'm done because I know we all got to go. It's a question of Wop. Out of curiosity, why do you use her and choose Kendricks over Buchanan? I know Gates swore by Buchanan. I know Buchanan's a tad faster. I'm just curious what your rationale is with using and going with Kendricks over Buchanan.
I just let Buchanan do him. I just let Buchanan do him. I'd rather, because he do all kind of amazing stuff, but the computer do it with him.
Yeah, that's the same with me and Deion Jones. I just let him be great. If you think to be great, I use it to other guys.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, good fellas, coming out and joining the show tonight. We'll be back again Saturday at noon at our regularly scheduled time. I would really appreciate the Jags coming out, Drew, claiming #2 spot. Cletus, check out. We'll definitely be. That's definitely week 5 game of the week. I'm gonna be tuned in for that. Chargers. It's up to you this week. If you win this week, you got my support for 5th slot. Will, I'll see you in the NFC Championship because it looks like that tie is gonna hurt Packers and the Seahawks. I know you're not gonna let that comment slide again. I'm not putting you in the top NFC slot. I apologize. And
I'm used to it, brother. It don't even motivate me no more. It's just like the sun coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, so hopefully that will motivate you again to see me in ATL again this playoff run. Yeah. And again, thank you guys for tuning out, man. It's been a great show. I hope you guys enjoying it. The Owner's Box. Mark Gates turning off. And see you guys in a couple days, man. Definitely anytime, man. Anytime. I think next guest. Anytime. I think the next guest I pretty much confirmed is actually the Steelers.
Yes.
Saturday show, so we can address some of the rules and things like that. I know he wants to talk about some of that. We'll definitely have him comment on how we rank him here in the AFC North and not really giving him a top slot, even though he's been consistent. So it'll be good. It'll be a great time, man. Again, appreciate you guys for coming out. Thank you for tuning into the Owner's Box. Mark Gates, man. I'm out.
Take it easy.
Be safe.